What's going on, everyone? Today we are taking a look at the ANONA Holo Smart Lock. This is a retrofit smart lock that installs right on top of your current deadbolt. So a lot of companies make smart locks, but usually the lock itself isn't that great. But this allows you to use whatever lock you want, including the one you already have, and upgrade it with advanced smart features. I'll go over the installation shortly, but overall this is very easy to install. If you can turn a screwdriver, then you can definitely install this as well. So taking a look inside the box, you have your manual, some installation accessories. You also have a mounting plate. I don't have that with me because I already have it on my door. And then last but not least, you have the actual lock itself. Besides the lock, I also have their ANONA keypad. And with this, you get the keypad itself. And then this also comes with some installation for the keypad. You can install this with screws or adhesive if you want as well. So taking a look at the lock itself, this is definitely a very nice looking lock. There's a few retrofit smart locks out there, but this is the first one I've seen that takes a more stylish approach to things. The one I have here is in silver with a gold accent, but if you wanted something darker, they also have a nice gray color that comes with a silver handle as well. Opening up the lock, this has a very nice magnetic latch, very strong hold on it. And right behind this, you have your 4 AA batteries, which is what powers the lock. And this gives you 4 to 6 months of battery life on standard Wi-Fi mode or up to 8 months in its low power mode. Alright, so as I said earlier, installation is definitely a very quick and easy process. All you have to do is remove your interior deadbolt handle, install the included mounting plate, and then the new lock simply latches right on top of that. As you can see, definitely a very easy installation that most people should be able to complete in about 3 to 5 minutes. So taking a look at the installed lock, this is definitely a nice looking lock. I've used a retrofit lock in the past that was just a much larger and black clunky box. It just didn't look like it belonged. This one does add a little bit of depth, but I think the overall design helps mask it. It makes it look more like a nice lock that belongs on your door and not so much just a clunky addition. Since this does install right on top of your old lock, as long as your old deadbolt was moving smoothly, this one will also unlock and lock very easily as well. Nice metal handle here, so using this definitely has a premium feel to it. So there's a few benefits a retrofit lock like this one has over a full smart lock with the deadbolt included. One, if you're not handy or simply don't want to replace your lock, this is just so much easier to do. Two, if you're living in an apartment, changing your lock is not something you're allowed to do. So with this, you go ahead and slap this on the inside. It'll still have the original lock on the outside. This way you can go ahead and upgrade your apartment with these nice smart lock features. And third, and probably the best thing about this, is this allows you to use whatever lock you want, whether that be the one you already have or the best and most secure lock out there. So taking a look at the lock itself, there's a few different ways you can unlock this. This uses your original deadbolt, so whatever keys you have for your house, they'll still work with the lock. So you don't have to worry about getting keys and making new copies or any of that. Second, you can also use the keypad. I've been meaning to install this outside, and there's two different ways you can install this. You can either put it on the wall with screws or use adhesive. It's been raining all week and I plan to use adhesive, so I haven't been able to install it outside. But since I have it here, I'll just place it here on top of the lock. This way you'll visually be able to see the door lock or unlock as well. Definitely a very nice looking keypad. I've seen a lot of keypads that come with these smart locks, and often they're just a very generic black box. But as you can see, this one definitely looks a lot more premium as well. So when it comes to using the keypad, you can program up to 50 codes in this, and those can be either permanent or temporary guest codes. And this is also what they call an anti-peeping keypad. So right now for this video, my code is 123456. But if there was someone watching or I was paranoid that someone might see my code, I can place random numbers before or after the code. So for example, right now I'll enter some gibberish, then I'll enter my code, unlock, and as you can see, it'll still work. And then I can go ahead and enter my code, 13456, and then enter random gibberish afterwards, click it, and it's still gonna lock. So very cool, and it helps conceal your password. So like I said, no one can look over your shoulder and guess what it actually is. One other thing I really like about this compared to other smart locks is this is a very responsive keypad as well. I had another smart lock that came with a wireless keypad like this, and you would enter the code, click unlock, and there will literally be like a 1 or 2 second delay before it actually unlocks. But as you can see, Very responsive. This one unlocks in about a half a second, which is by far the best response from a wireless keypad I've tested so far. Last but not least, as you can see, this is a wireless keypad. So once you mount it outside, that's all there is to it. There's no wires or anything else to do, as this does connect through Bluetooth. One thing I almost forgot to mention is this also has lockout protection. So if someone's trying to break into your house and they're entering random codes trying to guess what it is, after a certain amount of times, it'll actually disable the lock so they can no longer use it. And then for it to work again, you have to go in the app and re-enable it. So definitely another good added security for those of you that might be worried about someone entering random numbers and trying to break into your house. Third, this does have Apple Home and Alexa compatibility, so you can lock or unlock this using your voice. Another cool thing about this is it also has built-in Wi-Fi and built-in Matter support. With other smart locks, usually you need another box or accessory to add the stuff to it, but this one has everything built in right into the lock, so all you need is this. Another cool feature this has is auto locking. So if you unlock your door, open it up, maybe it's late or maybe one of your kids forgets to lock it, you don't have to worry about that anymore. You simply close the door, and just like that, it'll automatically detect that the door was closed and lock all on its own. This is optional, so you can enable or disable it in the app, and then you can change how soon you want it to auto lock, which can be anywhere from instantly to 5 minutes later. Last but not least, you can also lock or unlock the door right from the app. This is a Wi-Fi based app, so this will work whether you're right in front of the lock or you can be halfway across the world and still be able to lock or unlock your door right from the app. As you can see right up here, it does give you a live status of both the lock and the door. So right now you can see the door is closed. Right here, door is closed. If I open the door, it'll detect that door opened. Door closed, and as you can see, it now reflects showing the door is locked as well. Besides the real-time status, this also has real-time notifications as well. This is very handy, especially my kids are now old enough that they walk home from school. Sometimes when they get home from school, I'm not here. Sometimes I wonder if they got home or not. Now I can see right from the app whether my door was open, door was closed, so I can see when they actually get home. So as you can see right here, it shows you when the door was locked or unlocked. Let me go ahead and clear these out. They happen very quickly as well. So if I unlock the door, quickly get a notification that it was unlocked manually. Even when I open the door, I get another unlock. Close it. And now it tells me that my door was closed and that it was locked as well. So definitely a very handy feature to have to give you an easier way to keep an eye on your house without having to constantly check through the app. So taking a look at the app, this is definitely very easy to use. As you can see right now, it's telling me that the lock needs to be calibrated, but that's only because I took off the lock and have it here next to me. So as I showed you earlier, right here you have your door and lock status. Right down here shows you the status of your Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and then your battery percentage. You have your slide to unlock, or the same thing, you also slide it to lock it. Swiping this up, this is where you have all your settings. So if you want to give someone access to your lock, you can do that through here. And then right here, you have a few different ways they can share that with them. You have keypad management. As I said earlier, you can add up to 50 codes. And then you also have guest passwords as well. So you enter the guest password, guest name, and how long you want it to last for. So maybe you have someone visiting or getting something from your house. You can get it one time. You have someone staying over, you can put temporary. So nice little feature there. Beats lending someone a key. Then you have low power mode. This is basically if you're not going to be home for a while, this disables the Wi-Fi function, so you can still unlock it with your key, with the keypad, or from the app with Bluetooth, but you just won't have the Wi-Fi connectivity to check on your lock from further away from your house. So if you're going out, there's no reason to having that on. It's just going to be a waste of battery. So that's when you can go ahead and just turn that off. Right here, you have no auto lock, and this is basically how long you want to delay the auto lock feature. As I said earlier, this is a feature you can enable or disable depending if you want to use it or not. Going into the settings, you have auto lock. As I just said, you can turn it on or off. You have travel mode, which basically guides you different features that the lock has and makes it more easy for you to find what you're looking for. So up top, you have low power mode. Here you have add guest password, and then bottom you have device sharing. So it just kind of explains everything and tells you when you might want to use those features. You have door lock calibration. You have sound settings. So when this locks or unlocks, it makes a little beeping noise. I do like hearing that as it kind of gives you a confirmation that your door was locked or unlocked. But if you don't want to have that on, you could turn it off. And then you can also change the volume to low and high as well. And then right down here, you basically just have general settings, Wi-Fi, device name, time zone, firmware upgrades. So if they get improvements, they will push out upgrades to make this better. As I said earlier, this has built-in Wi-Fi and built-in Matter compatibility. So if you have Matter and you want to bind this with that, that's when you just click on this here. As I said, I don't have Matter, so I can't display that. Coming right here to the bottom, you have all your events. Every one of these will also send you a phone notification as well. Again, you can also disable it if you don't want that, but definitely a good feature to have. And this shows you everything from your door being open or closed, and every time your door gets locked or unlocked, and it even tells you how it was locked or unlocked as well. So overall, like I said, definitely a very simple and easy to use app. Overall, this is definitely a great smart lock. I love that it lets you use whatever deadbolt you want, whether that be the most secure lock out there or the one that you already have. So overall, if you happen to be shopping for a smart lock, I would highly recommend this one here, which again is the ANONA Holo. If you are interested in this lock right now, ANONA is actually running a 40% off early bird discount that gives you the lock and keypad bundle for only $89.99. So if you would like to purchase one or get more information, I'll also put the link to this in the description as well. Alright, well that about wraps up this video. As usual, if you have any questions at all, feel free to drop me a comment and let me know. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.